I don't know if it's gonna really matter. If anything, it just means that it can be harder for teams to always have the observers up at the as fast as possible if you're not gonna get that spread going between your supports. But as someone like I primarily play 5 and focus on that for the most part. Like that's definitely the role I know the best, and it's just like I would never want to sacrifice something on my 4.
Right.
Even if it's just like a windlace or something. Like every little bit that they get early on in the game helps so much. So I'm just gonna tank that as a 5 player. Gonna do my best to try and get every single last hit on the pulls, and the better you do with that, that's how you're gonna be able to keep up with the wards and everything.
By the way,
Nice
we got 10 tangos on the Weaver and 10 tangos on the Lycan.
Yeah, dude, this aggressive lane is gonna be so sick, and they're dodging hard right now. Lycan coming up here, they do not want to be anywhere near that.
Undying, just the king of aggressiveness. So do we see TP rotations then? That's the question.
Well, you can't really force the Lycan to leave. So if you're the Undying and the Weaver and you try and TP to match, then they're just going to TP away and come back down to the bottom lane. So I'm not sure what they're going to end up doing. I guess they could just try and cut the tower with the Undying and the Weaver and then just try and push it down as fast as they can because Omni Knight shouldn't be able to handle that. Then again, he has a Mango. He's got 2.9 HP regen.
We'll see if Bambo can do it.
Good Fisher block onto Mikey up here.
Oh, God. If he goes down, they've got the Howl as well. Looking for the catch. He might even be able to find a second Fissure block if Mikey's not careful. Getting ran down, or they'll just find the kill. Who they give it over to? They're going to give it to the Lycan? Yeah.
Very nice.
3-3 picking it up.
All right. Good setup by Milan. Creates the easy kill. And
Milan Earthshaker.
A classic.
This is the one. They don't have the offlane pulls anymore, but still, he knows how to play this hero, that's for sure.
So Solon makes his way up here finally. These are the little dual lanes that we were kind of picturing with the draft. And how much pressure can they get onto Sexy Bambo? 3 decays. He only has Purification level 1. This is definitely a great time to dive him. Try and waste his mana as well.
I mean, can they, if they kill him here, is this pretty worth it? Like, do they have to kill him for it to be a effective dual lane?
Yeah, I think they want to kill him, get level 2 on Bashrook as fast as possible, and then just tombstone the tower.
Okay.
Take the whole area down.
Fissure, up top lane. Mikey taking more damage, but with the rotation coming in from Undying, they're going to have to call it off. So, Rocket Scientists, they call off the charge bottom, and that's going to leave a one-on-one.
And or I guess Lycan leaves.
Yeah.
Undying, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if this is worth it. I guess if you can keep the supports up here, it's fine. Like, Milan doesn't have any mana, so he can actually TP. He has the clarity up.
But he was going to clarity anyways.
Yeah, and Venge is just running her way down there, so... I don't know.
You're not a fan?
It's hard to tell. And, like, now Bashrook's just, like, running back down bottom anyway. So I guess he's like, okay, well, I forced Lycan to TP. Now I'm going to come down and just zone him out of there as much as I can. Take both those bounty runes. If this works out and they're able to focus down 3-3, then it'll end up being worth it.
Oh, Milan in trouble. He has another brain sap here as well. Going to be able to find it. Milan goes down. Solon showing the power of Bane.
All right. Very nice. So this does actually work out pretty well for the Dire then. Bashrook is going to come down. Focus this? Yeah. Come fight this Lycan. Get him out of here.
Still...
No, I was practicing my pulls this morning.
Okay.
With the new patch. It's some rough stuff, dude. You can still get this pull down on the Radiant side where you, like, pull the hard camp. It has to be so precise, though.
Yeah.
Like, damn, it is rough stuff. Plus, then you have to be pushing the wave and everything, too. It's obviously a lot easier to pull from the safe lane from the small camp now, but... I don't know. Pulls, man. Pulls stink. Position 5 sucks right now. It is not fun to play.
Oh, is he going to disrupt this with the illusions? That's pretty sick.
Yeah,
they're trying to draw aggro again, and actually they're going to be able to. Nicely done there by J4. Still could run into some issues.
Got that. All right, so now we have a matchup of Undying and Weaver versus Venge and Lycan. This is what they wanted now for the Dire. So let's see if they can actually put this pressure on here with the Undying.
Yeah. Bambo's still taking damage up their top. They are... got J4 fairly low. But again, with no point yet committed, they could think about going for this in a bit. Still dealing damage onto J4. But
Really
3-3 is jungle lane.
but...
He doesn't feel comfortable coming up and hitting creeps in the wave.
Yeah, he probably wants to clear this too, just so they have more pull options.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is 8 decay stacks on Bashrook right now. Lots of mana too. That's a fish robe, and it's not gonna work. He got it.
Oh, that hurts. Damn.
Beautiful.
And that gives him level 3.
That observer really coming in handy.
Yeah.
I do get both bounties though.
Okay. That's something for Milan.
Top is a arcane rune here, so a kill on the Kaiser before 6. We haven't really focused on the mid lane at all, but it's a relatively stale lane. Puck, Storm Spirit, unlikely something's gonna happen unless there's a big misplay probably. Kaiser just falls back into the jungle, standard kind of stuff. It is very important you took that arcane rune away, because that's something that can really help accelerate a Storm at this point in the game. He just goes and farms the jungle very quickly. And yeah, 3-3 stuck in the jungle, so everything worked out. He didn't go for the TP back top yet. Maybe now with the Earthshaker there, he'll consider it, but for now, they seem content getting this farm on the Omni Knight.
Well, and honestly, even if he does come back up here, they've got such good vision in this area. Like, look at these observer wards from the Dire. They just see everything, all the movements. Ambo still trying to put the pressure onto Mikey. They're able to not quite connect with the pull there. But, yeah,
It's
Bambo.
kinda like it's like a waiting game, right? It's like, if this Undying ever shows top, because right now he's not technically doing anything as Undying, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's forcing Lycan out of the lane by him being here, and he's trying not to show, I think, so that Lycan will come back, so then he can bully him again. But the second Lycan goes top, then Undying wants to go top, so basically Lycan wants to try and force the Undying to go top without himself, and then he can therefore come back into the lane against just the Weaver. With the Feral Impulse regen, he should be fine. But instead, it's Bashrook who's going to go on a hunt here. Storm's level 5, though, so if he ran into the two of them, he could be in trouble, but looks like he'll just wander his way back out after warding.
Some more damage onto Mikey up top. They're going to use the Nightmare to make sure that Bambo can't run him down. And with that, all the aggression stops. Bashrook still not really getting much done here on the Undying. Does have level 4. Still keeping those points in case he's going to need a soul rip or something.
The raindrop actually blocked his decay, so he didn't cancel the clarity.
Oh.
It's a little obnoxious.
Yeah. Mikey? Top lane again? He's fine, but the fissure... Bambo didn't have purification off cooldown, so he couldn't find anything with that. But still, it's Weaver starting to put the hurt a little bit to 3-3 here. They're going to drop the Tombstone. No level 6, obviously, and so slowed down for the moment, but not enough. Tombstone slightly wasted there.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty
Yeah,
situation.
I mean, at the same time, though, look where he is. He's getting decayed in the jungle.
Yeah, this is a rough life for 3-3.
TP got canceled too, so that means there's one less rotation that can even come down here. Looks like it was Vengeance, I'm guessing. And so she has to make her way down here by running. Bashrook ends up getting both bounty runes. This is the huge thing about this bottom lane, man. This double bounty rune is just so sick.
And they're bringing in heroes now to come and try and mess around with them a little bit. Earthshaker's in the area, but...
Storms here. If they wanted to think about going for a kill and then using the shrine to get him back up, I think that would be a worthy play.
All right.
I think
He
he's
did
gonna
go
get big
for
greedy
it.
trying to finish his camp first.
But he had vision. He knows this ward is here. They're going to be able to find the D ward, but Milan manages to find it. Nicely done there. The bugs are out. Solon is in the area as well. Tombstone off cooldown in 25 seconds, but they have vision. Soul Rip keeping him alive. Can he get out of there? No. He's going down. They do find the kill on the Earthshaker. Solon making it happen on this Bane, but with not a whole lot left in the tank. Stick charges, maybe a decay turnaround. Nightmare onto Storm. That might keep the rest of Rocket Scientists alive, although Bane's still in some trouble. They don't have enough mana on Storm to chase.
Oh, very nice kill. Not expecting them to have the detection, it looked like, and then just chaining up the stuns without a chance to pop his ulti. So Nox feeds one away after taking a lot in this bottom lane. They still have the top of the heroes on the net worth chart. Well, actually, Storm just hopped over the Necrophos, so all right, they're joshing a little bit here, but
Yeah.
DD for Kaiser. Hard for him to really go for a kill on the Puck. Difficult to get a kill on the Weaver despite them just achieving one. It was mostly because he dove. So I don't know if they're going to try and focus down Mikey. These are 3 relatively difficult lanes to do anything about. So it's probably just going to be Kaiser farming up into that Kaya, we assume. Kaiser and the Kaya.
Yeah.
And then Bloodstone. But no, actually, he's just queuing Bloodstone straight right now.
Okay.
Radiant's bottom tower is gone.
Well, in the meantime, they take the tower down bottom. First tower to fall of the game. Mid's taking a little bit of damage as well. 3-3 has been able to get some farm for himself. And top lane still kind of staying even with Necrophos and Omni trading it off. Not a whole lot happening in this game, but maybe they can make something happen against Milan here. Getting the bugs on him. Storm Spirit's here as well.
Oh yeah, and that sentry's still there too.
Takes off the clarity and then skitters away.
I haven't been watching top, but I feel like Bambo looks like he's really underfarmed.
Yeah.
Like, maybe just because Bane, Solon had a pretty strong presence up there, and he is underleveled, so I guess that was the reason why. But I'm really surprised considering like Lycan's been the one who said to sacrifice himself in the jungle, and he is still like more farmed than the Omni Knight.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts. They put some pressure onto him there, but well, Bambo gonna get a nice little wave under the tower here. He's gonna repel himself. This might just end up being a dead Bambo regardless.
I think it's more like
careful.
just trying to secure the tower right now.
Okay.
I think that tombstone was a bit early. It's because the wave didn't like it got fully pushed back, so that's gonna end up being a pretty big waste. But these are the kind of plays I like to see from Undying in the early game. That's when he feels most successful doing stuff like this. And now building into that urn, he'll have it in a moment. Solid start.
A golden thread.
The catapult wave is also coming, but now that they wasted the tombstone, they're not going to have that.
Maybe they could do something with it in another lane. I don't know. Even still, it's sort of hard to imagine them making much happen. Mastermind
hope
can
they
maybe
don't,
push.
because Storm also has a regen rune right now, so they're really hoping someone dives the tower, and he's just going to TP in and go for some kills.
Weaver's thinking about it. They're pushing mid. It's a little bit scary. Catapult, it's in. If they wanted to, they could glyph this as well. It's a lot of damage onto the tier 1 mid. Storm Spirit's still on the other side of the map, but like you said, he could show up at a moment's notice. Solon is here as well. He ends up taking one tower shot himself and gets level 4 with the tome. 3-3 is here.
They have the
Are they just gonna let it go?
It looks like they're really ready to come in on this. Where's the Storm TP?
All right, here he comes. All right, this could be big now. They're going to go for the Lycan ulti, jump forward immediately onto that puck, starting to bring him low. Kaiser not able to get it yet. The Nightmare saved his life, and the silence comes out onto the Storm Spirit, and that's the regen gone. Meanwhile, they got in with 3-3. He's just dead as well. Bambo pops the repel, but a Guardian Angel as well. He's going to live through this. But that was not at all the way it should have gone.
So Storm jumped on top of, I think it was the puck, but instantly hit by the bugs from the Weaver, and his regen got canceled.
Yeah.
So that was done, and then the scythe right away on the Lycan in the middle of that engagement. He was expecting some more backup there. Did not come.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And that's a 5k lead now for the Rocket Scientists.
And it's been like a slow, steady thing. It's not just like that. It's off of that one fight. Milan might be dead as well. All right, now Bambo's there to save him. But yeah, this is feeling really, really good for Rocket Scientists.
Yeah, now they want to take all this lead and this pressure, try and use it to take down this tower. There's a Veil
Arcane
on top
rune?
here. Milan should be dead.
Yeah. In an instant. Arcane Rune as well as a Veil, and oh, Bambo's not careful. He might go down as well.
Yeah,
No
he
Guardian
doesn't have
Angel?
any vision up there either. They
Looking
have
for
a
it.
coil in 5 too.
Silent?
Jeez. He's not even going to leave. Why would he?
Well, yeah, he's fine staying there. Storm Spirit jumps forward onto Solon. This is pretty decent. Brain Sap. He has the Nightmare as well, but wasn't able to get it off. Cast point's very long on Nightmare, but they take the other tower. So 3 towers gone, 6,000 net worth lead. And the heroes that come online and start doing stuff for HellRaisers, it's like the Earthshaker, but he has 38 gold. Like, there's no
Double
way he's gonna get a
digits.
Blade Dagger.
This should be a dead Undying. Once the stun's used, he could go for a TP.
He has a Tombstone also, maybe Tombstone, Soul Rip. I don't know.
Yeah, it's too much damage. And there was a Fisher anyway, so. I'm glad you didn't give them free gold and cooldown with the Tombstone too.
Well,
Top
lane
lane.
though.
Yeah.
Bambo. Veil, Reaper Scythe, and all puck stuff. I mean, just look at the top net worths right now. They're just getting destroyed.
Yeah. They don't really do anything.
Yeah.
It's all on this Storm to have that big bounce back moment. They don't have like early game heroes at all. The Omni Knight, whenever you see teams run in the off lane right now, it's really common for it to be given the solo safe lane, and you keep that for like a really early farm, get the levels going. And he had that at first, but of course he had to make the rotation, and then the Rocket Scientist definitely won the rotation game because Lycan's the one who wound up in the jungle. Bashrook spotted here.
Uh-oh. Gonna go down yet again. Able to place a ward before he falls. Might have gotten spotted. Also worth noting, 3-3 is going for the Necro Book himself. So we'll have
Lycan.
some Purge. He's going in super deep. Solon. Just going to get blown up, and now looking for Mastermind as well. Does have the silence to follow, but he's not going to be able to get the jaunt away. Well played. And just like that, HellRaisers pull it back into their favor very quickly.
It's actually so hard to do. Like, how do you just get a triple kill off a Lycan ulti from down here?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't really think that's like so much a HellRaiser play as a mistake by Rocket Scientists. I guess you just don't expect them to play so mega aggressive, but when you're this far ahead, you know that's the only way that they're going to try and get back into it. Weaver should be okay here.
It's
Don't
time
think he can
lapse,
chase
but
this. Oh, he is a DD actually. Didn't realize, but not enough.
out of mana. All right. Well, things looking a little bit better for HellRaisers. I guess that you can sort of maybe wait for the next Lycan ulti before you go for something again.
Who has an Aether Lens? Omni Knight. Nice. It's quite the range now, actually, to help the Lycan.
Yeah. Very good. J4 going for an urn. It is Mikey as well, who's finished off the Veil. So they have 2 Veils on Rocket Scientists.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Alright, that's no big deal. I mean, it helps Necrophos push waves pretty quickly.
Heads up play there for the scan. It's going to keep Kaiser alive.
And they will take the tier 1 top, see how much damage they can get on that tier 2 mid, because their glyph is gone for the Radiant.
Well, mid lane, taking out the creeps,
Quite a bit of damage, too.
pushing off the tower, and
They're
that
getting
should
bottom
be a
as
finish.
well with a catapult.
This is really
This
good.
is not good for HR, yeah.
Storm Spirit, he's going to jump in, has been able to find the puck, but there's the Fiend's Grip. And now just going to jaunt away, and Solon making sure that the rest of them can get their way out of there. Sleep, but still going to die. Doesn't really have a chance to TP out either. But while that's happening, bottom lane, the tower's gone.
And he got
3-3
that
finds
last
the
crit,
kill.
though. Just the last swipe managed to get him. If they only lost the Bane, I'd say that favored Rocket Scientists, but with the kill on both, it's pretty decent for HR. Put some more gold into the Lycan's pocket. That's his Necro 3, I believe. And
Yep.
that means that they can start eyeing up Roche.
But I'm still looking at it. It's like a tier 2 tower gone, and then also the mid one brought down to 300 HP. Like, is that, how concerning is that? Do you still feel like it's okay?
Yeah, Shaker got Blink, so they're online finally for HR. And Puck's been having a really hard game so far. Not, 1-1-2 with a 6k lead at, what, 10 minutes or something stupid? Like, if your Puck doesn't have, like, 5 kills, that's a problem, I feel like. Didn't really get enough done with the early lead they had, considering Puck's one of the best heroes at abusing that in the entire game.
Oh, Necro Book, level 3.
Milan doing some
And-
360s here.
Maybe an opportunity here, though, to jump forward and try and take down the Lycan. I thought they might go, but Solon,
They
no
see the
Fiend's Grip
courier.
for
I mean,
10.
they see him. They're going on this Necrophos top.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not going.
I was
guess-
wondering if they were going to go otherwise, but
Right next to a shrine, little dangerous. They might not be able to escape in time.
yeah.
Might not be able to kill him in time with the chain stuns.
A prize.
Yeah, they're
So
pinging
this is
top
the
instead.
point in time in the game where it feels like the zombie starts to fall off a little bit. He does have 4 points up in the tombstone, so it's hard to fight around that. But all these heroes are also very mobile from HellRaisers.
And plus, like, it's a pretty solid hero against Undying in general. But, you know, he's not too worried about the tombstone. Just gonna shred right through the Undying.
We got the Storm Spirit Bloodstone completed. He is also very close to picking up that next talent.
Oh, if they kill him fast, this would be huge. The Undying's pretty far away.
He just got the 300 health talent. So Kaiser staying alive, the fissure forward. They're going for this kill. They're turning now onto the tombstone, trying to bring it down, but it's actually staying alive. There's going to be the Echo Slam. They find themselves the kill. They take down the tombstone, now looking for more. Mikey, he is dead as well. The Lycan able to run away from him for now, and Kaiser also looking to run out of there. That 300 health talent coming in handy as they take down 3.
Huge fight to win as a Storm Spirit. I mean, that's the 3 more Bloodstone charges. He can't go down here. It is worth anyone else dying to save him. Omni, get in there! Why no Guardian Greaves? What's your issue? Alright. Don't like that. Save your Bloodstone charges. I dislike. Why you no ult for Storm Spirit?
Yeah, that was a little bit
I'm calling you out,
questionable.
Bambo. Save the Bloodstone charges.
I mean, I think that in that moment, of course, like, you just need to get whatever you can off and hope that you can get yourself out. But yeah, I'm with you. It's a tough one. 20 minutes though, 12-7, 1,000 net worth lead. It still feels like it's like, you know, HellRaisers starting to pull things back together.
Oh yeah, their game looks really good now. The Roche should be the next big thing. 3-3 sitting on 2,800 gold after all of this. And now they're getting aggressive here, looking for some more Bloodstone charges to refill the bottle here for Kaiser.
Yep. Oh, they're all vision. The Dire right now don't have vision in the area. They might have spotted somebody by now. In the opening, this could turn really badly for HellRaisers. The silence is there onto 2. They're going to take them down very quickly. And that was not the jump they wanted. Zombies are still chasing Milan. But he's able to get the blink away. Kaiser also running out of here. He's jumping. But they have an idea that he's still in this area.
Maybe Yule's too for the TP.
Mastermind looking. They break it. They have vision there. They see him. Oh, God. They got him caught. But now he does have that TP.
Oh, he missed his window. Bane's here now.
All right.
Oh, no, he's good.
Well played. Although they will probably... Are they going to lose Mikey? All right, Purge Creep. Pretty good. And maybe taking more. Bastric, is he going to die too? They're taking him down. The zombie. All right, now he's going to be able to get away. Man, Lycan is pretty good.
Yeah, he's a strong hero. I mean, considering this guy was basically in the jungle. Everything, I mean, that whole triple kill scenario was just kind of dumb in the mid lane. I don't know. That was such a huge moment in this game where he just, like, ulti-killed a Lycan, a Puck, and a Bane. Or, sorry, an Undying, a Puck, and a Bane. I don't know where that came from. Kind of turned around that early game for them.
Definitely.
Top lane, this tower. Only 1 point in the Vengeance Aura. Very much a Roshan spec Venge here. She is ready to go throw out that Wave of Terra.
Oh, yeah. It's great with the Lycan and all of his summons. Even Kaiser gets a good amount of value out of it. But, well, the tier 2 tower is going to fall. And where do you think you go right now if you're rocket scientists?
Now you're trying to get Weaver into that Diffusal Blade, honestly, before losing anyone else, but Solon unlikely to survive.
Yeah.
And this Diffusal Blade, I don't even know what it's going to change. Obviously, it doesn't purge anymore, so it can't help you against the Guardian's Greaves. Or sorry, the Guardian Angel.
Yeah.
Kind of split, push, and rat, but Stormspirit's so good at catching these heroes out.
He used up a ton of his mana pool. He's able to get out of there.
Yeah, it's a good thing to have all those Bloodstone charges.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends on who you're talking about. It's a good thing. 3-3. He gets found. Pops the BKB, turns the fight, but there's the Fiend script. Still, those Wolves are tearing him to shreds in 3-3. Gonna be able to complete his TP. Mid lane, they take down J4. But a 2-for-1 exchange. This game feels very strange to me, Trent. Not gonna lie.
It's weird that they still haven't found the Roche for the Radiant. I think they're just not confident in it. They don't want to like throw away anything with some big puck plays. Tombstone very annoying to fight. So I think that's kind of the thing that's slowing them down the most. It's like that's that next step that they want, right? Lycan takes it so easily. You have one of the best Aegis carries in the entire game on Storm Spirit, so they sync up really well because of that. Nox not gonna find the courier. Doesn't even bother. Vulnerability too annoying.
Yeah.
And all he can do is just kind of follow and annoy Storm with his mana burn talent. And
Nice.
his Fusel Blade.
Yeah. Doubling down on that mana burn. If Bane ever gets him with the Fiend script, it's going to be really rough.
Someone tweets at me after every game, but it does stack Diffusal and Mana Break. All of these Weaver players are not idiots, guys. Just
Nice.
so you know.
I think the Weaver is about to die, though.
This guy might be an idiot. I don't know.
Oh, what are you doing? Come on now, Trent.
No, he's fine. See, he's a genius. Calculated.
Swapped back. Still running away. Very
See ya.
survivable.
Now the turnaround.
Maybe. Oh,
I
can't quite
decide.
find the storm.
They want the big dog.
Looking for it. Trying to TP out of there. They have the coil.
Oh my god.
All right. Eul Scepter lift up now. Silence is there on the storm. They hit a fissure as well. Kaiser's trying to TP out. He's going to make it. And, well, Milan also going to make it. Everybody gets away. Nobody dies. Rocket scientists can't hit it, but
Why does
maybe
this puck keep
another one?
using? I don't understand. Every time he sees the Storm Spirit, he uses them. And I don't know why. I mean, I'm being really critical of this cast, but I'm getting a little irritated. I don't know. I understand if you're trying to let Bane close in the gap and everything like that, but
yeah.
I think he was close enough. But either way, yeah, he survives. I mean, the most part, like, he thought for sure that it was going to be fine to use him this time because he was like, oh, it's okay. I'm going to make sure Bane is 100% in range, and then we're going to combo him up with, like, Fiend Script or Nightmare, whatever it takes to cancel that TP. But then there was some really nice plays from Milan to make sure that Bane was comboed up and they could both just TP out of there.
Oh, man. These Wolves, they deny the catapult from Mastermind and then break his clarity.
Got him.
Oh, God. Well, that's how it goes sometimes. Bambo, in the meantime, is building a Lotus. He has it completed now. So another way to help out that Storm Spirit.
I think problems this game for the Radiant will be the actual sieging and pushing. If they don't get a lot of kills outside of the base, which they probably will because they have a Shaker and a Storm Spirit, so it's really easy for them to get those big kickoffs on the side lanes.
Right.
You see the Dire going to Roche, but if let's say they come high ground and it's 5v5, the Dire have a lot of really good wave clear. They can just throw out a bunch of spells, the wave's going to die, and it's going to be all on Kaiser to basically be repelled up and to dive in the base and try and get kills. But we've talked about how they have the Sight, they have the Fiend Script, they have good options for repelled up Storm Spirit diving them, so he needs to get like really farmed. He probably needs like Bloodthorn Lincoln kind of deal to go on in there and go ham, so either way, he is ready now. He's going to have his big jump. Milan's ready with the blink and the Force Staff. There's the Force Staff. There's the blink!
Oh, they got it caught. They're doing a hell of a lot of damage. The Aegis was snatched away, though, by the Weaver, so he's going to come back in a second, but they managed to get off the Guardian Angel, which means Milan lives through all of this. Tombstone's starting to fall. He is eventually going to die. Kaiser is down low, and actually the Weaver is able to escape with the Aegis. So there's 2 lost apiece. If Kaiser goes down here, this would be tremendous, but they can't quite find the finish. As it looks like with the urn, it's not going to be enough. Maybe if he gets to the K Soul Rip, no, he's out.
Weaver escaped to the north. Just make sure you keep the Aegis. I think that was probably worth it. Although killing Storm would have been amazing. Overall, very nice fight for the Dire, especially how it started with that sick dunk. But
I don't think it hit
Sight-
the stun. I think that the stun was a little bit off or something, maybe.
It was a flurry of button hitting. I'm pretty sure it's what killed Roche, though, because that's why... maybe it was the ball lightning that killed Roche, but either way, very important the Weaver's able to get that, not the Storm Spirit. That really helps him over the next 4 minutes or so.
All right. Well, we've got the Undying. Gonna start to get towards that 15 talent. Tombstone on Death, always great. But You have Solon being spotted. There's the swap back, and gonna be able to find himself a kill here. It looks like is always going down.
620 damage crit, rough.
$19-13.
Mikey's got his Radiance, his Ghost Scepter. That way the Necro can only purge him once. We see the solution with a couple different heroes like Pugna as well. You you use your active and then it gets purged off, so you have to use the Ghost Scepter. So he's still relatively survivable. There's a lot of physical damage focus as well from the Radiant. So very important that he stays in that form so he can avoid all the damage from 3-3. Mid lane,
this is a big one.
Storm.
Great fissure. That's going to probably save Kaiser's life. But they still have the bugs on him, so they see Kaiser and, well, now battling against the Weaver. That's already going to be a broken Linken's. Can they get away from him? There's going to be the time lapse and the runaway. They're living. But the fissure, I think, probably kept Storm alive there.
Yeah, it's so hard to Fiend's Grip him. It's just like, so many opportunities. You're just like looking for the Bane, trying to find it, but Poverty 5, oh, top lane.
Pull back. Echo. Fissure. Dead.
That's a big grab. They can probably force a buyback out here, even though the Dire have Aegis, which is really important. But those are those side lane pickoffs that we've been talking about and looking for. Very important for this draft to actually get to the high ground. But also, there's the wave clear. Puck just comes in and blows it up. So the push is stifled, and more time is bought for Necros. He actually buys out, so he does not have his buyback now.
Interesting. Yeah. He does need to get into those items to help make him tanky and survivable, and he's trying to get towards the Shivas as well. Has that on the Courier, I think, the plate mail. Also, Mastermind finishing off the first component of his Lincoln Sphere, which is going to be very important in this game as well. But is there a team that you feel like is more comfortable right now at this stage of the game? The way it's going?
I think the Radiant probably. I'd rather have. I just think the pickoff potential is so strong that even if they start to get a gold lead on the Dire, it looks like just having the Shaker with as farmed as he is with the Blink and the Force Staff, like he kind of has everything he needs already. Then you have a Storm Spirit that kind of scales indefinitely. And then Lycan, I guess there's one problem, the fact that he's very shapeshift based, but his the talent with the +8 seconds is actually pretty handy these days.
Yeah.
And he just runs mid actually, so they're going to try and make a push happen here because there's no back door. TPs are forced.
Yeah, a lot of rotations coming in. Milan still looking for an opening there, able to get the blink off before the orb hit him. And now forcing away. Mikey is there as well. They're dealing some damage with the Radiance burn, but Milan able to make his back out. There's still 30-40 seconds on this Aegis. And it looks like HellRaisers don't want to fight until that's done. J4 is probably dead.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a TP Puck's there though, but yeah. Easy kill. Kaiser going for the Shiva's guard next. Okay, so he can still pump quite a bit of damage into the Necrophos that way through any of his ethereal forms. Also good for kiting around the Puck. Kind of, I don't know. I'm surprised he's not going Lincolns. I feel like this is a little bit risky, but at the same time, he also hasn't been grabbed up very much by them, so looks like he's not too concerned about the control that they do have.
Dependent upon the rest of his team to help him out with it, probably.
Yeah. A little bit of a power spike here for the Dyers. We have a 10-second BKB ready and available on this Weaver. Might be a good time for them to try and find a fight, even though they've just lost the Aegis. And we'll start looking towards that next big Roche engagement. At this point in the game, I think it's more Radiant favored just because of how farmed the Storm, the Earthshaker, and the Omni Knight are. Before, with the Tombstone, it was pretty good, but at this point, it's not nearly as relevant. Speaking of Tombstone...
Uh-oh. Well, see you later, buddy. It's also a Shadow Blade on Milan, which can make all the difference in the world.
Oh, Lycan mid. Yule's up here. Has his BKB, though.
Pops it. Turns to run away. 3-3 living through that one. It is a 6-second BKB. Attack speed 80 for Necro.
Stupendous.
He actually hits pretty hard too.
Yeah, not bad actually. With that Radiance especially.
Yeah. Cool to see that. So the tally-wise, in terms of like net worth, the big thing that I'm seeing is that it's the Omni Knight and the Earthshaker that are sort of at about the same mark, but just a little bit lower than what the off lane is looking like for rocket scientists.
Yeah, if we call Necros the offlaner, I guess.
Yeah.
Whoever it is on that team. Yeah, it's that classic kind of like 3.5 scenario. Definitely worth it with these two heroes. What is Omni going to get next? He's going to go in towards a Blink Dagger, so just so he can keep up, especially when they go high ground. Very important. And it will be the fully completed Shiva's Guard for Kaiser here whenever he wants it. Just going to have to eye up that buyback. And we've been talking about Nullifier on Ursa and on Lifestealer. And obviously another very similar hero to those two is going to be the Lycan here. So that looks to be the choice here for Mr. 3-3. And what do we have on that Weaver? We just talked about the BKB he has. So that's one good thing to mute and shut down. His Lincolns as well. A lot of nice options.
Mm-hmm. Didn't you tell me that the swarm armor reduction doesn't work still?
Unless it's been patched. I keep seeing complaints that it doesn't actually work.
We'll have to watch and see if that's true or not. Because that would really suck if Nox takes that talent, it's still bugged. Pun intended.
Yes.
Oh, God. I hate myself.
That's fair. Yeah, it might have got patched, I'm not sure.
All right. 4,000 net worth lead for HellRaisers. Blink Dagger is going to be the pickup for Omni Knight, it looks like. It has it queued up. A TPN? Kaiser, is he going to go down? Yeah, Milan's here. They're bringing in a lot of heroes, though, and vision-wise, the Radiant don't see them moving down here. They have complete and total vision over J4. Now jumping forward, there's the lift up with the Eul Scepter. Milan looking for an opening as well. Gotta be careful. They're able to make it work. Milan getting ran at as well. They get the pullback. And it looks like they're going to end up finding that kill.
Very nice. Tombstone was huge there. Just made sure he couldn't blink in at a key moment. How did he was invis, right? Did they have a gem? Oh, they had Dust in the Undying.
Yeah. Backdoor protection here. And they trade the Nightmare over to one of
mid lane.
The Necro books as Kaiser. Big jump.
Wow, you just solo killed him?
I don't know how that happened. Not gonna lie.
I guess he was able to burst him down 100-0, right? Without a Eul's.
Okay.
Maybe he was low from the previous engagement. Could have had stuff on cooldown as well from that previous engagement, so I'm not sure. Yeah, 3 fights break out across the map, basically.
Like taking, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, kind of. Or 1 step back and then 2 step forwards, I guess. Like losing the Earthshaker and then find the kill on the puck. And he doesn't have a buyback.
Ooh, that's not good. Roast is up as well, so that could mean that is secured for the Radiant here. They don't have Shapeshift for much longer, so they won't have that during Roast, but obviously you don't really want to pop it during Roast anyway, so should be quite fine. In fact, they'll push in the mid. Top's already pushed. Bottom's a bit of an issue, but Vench has TP, so she could just TP straight to the pit now. And maybe after like tearing bottom or something, just get it pushing out. But they're all ready to go.
All right. Back at it again. And there we go. Like you said, J4 moving over that direction. You remember when Bloodstone gave you 8 charges? What a dark time.
Yeah. I mean, it's lost a lot of those cool other abilities, though, right? Like, now it doesn't do the heal thing anymore. Yeah. And it doesn't do the gain experience at place of death. That got removed a few patches before.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, it had some cool factors. And it used to... Does it still give vision where you die? I think that's gone, too. Yeah. It used to, like, leave a big block of vision, and then you would get all the experience that happened there, too, when you were dead. Pretty cool item.
Yeah.
But now it has way more charges, so better for Storm Spirit, probably, in the end. Solar Crest done for the Venge. And level 24 and a quarter for the Storm Spirit. Add a little bit more experience here.
That was really bad. He just sort of took a punch to the face and then realized it was the Storm Spirit and he died.
everyone's favorite talent now if you're playing against Undying, because he just feeds you an extra 200 gold every kill. Pretty sweet.
Yeah, I don't know about this hero, man.
I don't know. Everyone's convinced, man. I see all the pros still tweeting about him. And think about what he did early game. It was really strong. And let them run this. Like, look at their 3 cores. They ran like a Weaver off lane and secured it, and they forced a Lycan to jungle. I definitely don't think it's anything wrong with the Undying itself.
Yeah.
I think they just missed out on abusing that advantage that they had in the early game.
Fair enough.
But the other thing, in terms of like we were talking about how difficult it would be to actually like push 5-on-5, that's one thing they've been dodging a lot and very well by HR, right? We just keep seeing Lycan ulting and running at buildings over and over, and he slowly whittled these down. And it looks like he's gonna do it again.
Time to party. Eul Scepter lift up, but they have the Weaver controlled. He pops his BKB. Is going to be able to maybe solo Milan. No, they don't have vision, and instead it's going to be all the rest of them going down. The Echo Slam. Everybody's dying. They have one tombstone, but it's already going to be gone. Soul Rip or no Soul Rip, that thing is going to be out of there. And well, Kaiser turns onto the zombie. They end up throwing it back away. Force staff to the low ground. And Weaver
back, but,
gone again.
He has no buyback, and that's it.
I mean, 22 Bloodstone charges. Storm Spirit still holding on to Aegis. He has that level 25 talent. He's got all those remnants that are going to start to get created as well when he zips into places.
Oh yeah, these are hilarious. And you can get Overload Pierce's immunity, eh? Yeah, I feel like this is probably going to be better for the most part, the 500 distance auto remnant. If you just go through a team fight and leave those remnants, that's so annoying.
I mean, it doesn't matter in this game. I think that this one's just about over, as we were expecting it to be. But there they go. Some remnants get thrown out, and that's going to be a kill. They try and turn it back around. Milan's living through all of this. He doesn't give a damn. GG, well played is called as HellRaisers take game number 1 against Rocket Scientists and trying to secure the Rampage. It's just a double kill for Kaiser, but he was doing pretty good.
We're talking about that solo safe lane position to go with the idea of the Weaver and the Undying off lane. And I really think the Lone Druid could have been... I would have been intrigued to see how that would have gone in comparison. Would have been a similarly favored matchup versus something like the Omni Knight, and it actually would have given them some of that push to just like power through and actually take down some more buildings. Maybe get a bit more